Hi, Taurus. Welcome to Pandora Astrology's monthly horoscope for October of 2020. For you this month, Taurus, themes are organized around relationships. And if you wanted a reading to discuss this month's themes that we're going to tell you about, you could probably do no better than to get a lifelong love reading, and you'll find a link for that in the YouTube description below. Now we've got Venus stuff for you, Mars stuff, and also several moons. Julia, you want to kick this thing off?
Sure. Well, hey there, Taurus. So Mars is still retrograde in your 12th house all month. And Mars has been in your 12th house for a while. You should also check out our August and September horoscope videos if you want to go into more depth about what this means. But basically, since Mars is our drive and the 12th house is kind of a secluded, hidden house, it might be a very frustrating cycle for you because all of the work that you're doing, you might feel like you're not getting enough credit or enough recognition for where you're sort of putting in your energy. And this Mars retrograde cycle is also triggering the pandemic hot degree, which we also talk about in our 2020 news playlist. So if you want to see how this cycle affects the world at large, you should also check that out too. Now, Mercury goes retrograde on October 13th in your 7th house. This is the house of partnership, including any romantic partner in your life. It's also the house of consultants too. So if you need to sign a contract with any new consultant, let's say it's a lawyer, it's probably best to wait a few more weeks until the Mercury retrograde cycle is over. And you could also be running into miscommunications with your partner too during this cycle. So just be ready to kind of clear things up if you have to. Then Venus on October 2nd goes into your 5th house of games and dating. And this is going to be a wonderful transit for you. If there are any games that you love playing, whether they're video games, whether they're board games, you could have a little extra luck, go through a little bit of a lucky streak. And this is also a nice time for dating as well too. So get on that app if you're not, and if you're single and willing.
True enough. Well, we have not two, but three moons this month, including a blue moon, which is the second moon of its kind inside of a given month, which happens, rarely. So the first one happens right away on August 1st. It is a full moon in Aries, which falls in your 12th house. And here we see the moon hanging out not far from Mars. So if things have been kind of stirred up in your subconscious, you're feeling a little passive aggressive, anger is sort of exploding here and there, and you can't quite track the source of it. Well, this moon should probably enhance that experience. So, keeping an eye on how you express your anger during this moon would be important to do. Also, I would think that having the full moon in your 12th house, is a really good time for some form of retreat. Some kind of, spiritual inner exploration would be indicated there. The next moon we have is on the 16th, and I'm going to set this for the week, and here it is. This is a new moon, which is happening in the sign of Libra, which is your 6th house of work, health, service, and personal organization. And so this moon has to do with getting organized. And now new moons also are about new beginnings. They're about planting seeds, but you don't often see the results of them right away because we plant seeds in the dark, right? But this particular moon has a lot of challenges with it because of the way that it incorporates the pandemic hot degree, Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn happening up here in a square to that moon, and then Mars opposing it too. I think we had a funny name for this one. Oh yeah, Dolores Umbridge, Saccharine Evil. It's a fun video. You should go watch it. It's in our October 2020 news playlist. You can find out all about this moon. And for you, the thing to know is that it impacts you in the house of health, work, service, and personal organization. And so that would be where you would need to respond to it. Now, moons, we usually feel them for the day of, but also the day before and the day after. So that's really where your watch out is. And then 2 weeks later, on October 31st, we have a second full moon in this month. And that makes it a blue moon because that's the definition of a blue moon. So here we have it. It's in Taurus, your sign, opposed the sun in Scorpio in your 7th house. And so this brings up, again, those relationship themes, right? Of moon in your first house can bring up a lot of emotions for you personally that you find yourself feeling, and emotions running high, and you feeling like, maybe your needs aren't always met, and feeling complaining about that. Opposite this sun in Scorpio in the seventh house, and there may be some power struggles that you're having with your partner, and that might center around your needs versus the needs of the relationship. We dubbed this moon mostly tricks, a few treats, because of the involvement of Uranus with this moon. And you probably know this, Taurus, but Uranus has been passing along through your sign for the last couple of years and will go on doing so for about another 5 years. And so, it's just a lengthy period in which you can really expect the unexpected. Well, that's all that we have for you today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. That's really the nicest thing that you can do for us. Be sure to visit our Pandora Astrology channel on YouTube and check out the news of the month aggregated into playlists for your viewing pleasure. You can find horoscopes like this one on our website at pandoraastrology.com, and you can also find a monthly forecast there as well. And until next month, we'll see you around the cosmos. Bye.
Bye-bye.